Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Our top story, possible changes to the penalties surrounding marijuana use on this unofficial holiday for weed users, 420.
Florida voters overwhelmingly approved the legalized marijuana for certain patients, and now state lawmakers may decide to decriminalize marijuana possession. ABC 7's Jess Dowdrick is joining us live in downtown Sarasota to explain what that would mean for us here on the Suncoast. Jess.
Good evening, Haley and Scott. 5 counties and 8 cities have already lessened the punishment for the personal use of marijuana, including Tampa, Orlando, and Miami. Now decriminalization could be on the horizon for the Suncoast and the rest of the state. Right now, possessing less than 20 grams of marijuana is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail and a $1,000 fine. And for more than 20 grams, it's a felony with 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. And that's not all.
If you're convicted even of misdemeanor marijuana, you get your driver's license suspended for 1 year. I've never really agreed with that. Frankly, don't really understand that.
But lawmakers are now considering a bill that would lessen those criminal charges to civil charges. Possessing less than an ounce of marijuana would be a first-degree misdemeanor with only a $100 fine or 15 hours of community service.
Well, I think there are other actually criminal things that people have to worry about, so I think focusing our energy on stuff like that would be a step in the right direction.
Some criminal attorneys agree. Derek Bird says he's defending more alleged marijuana users than you'd think.
You know how much money the system would save if they didn't have to arrest, jail, and prosecute people for nonviolent petty drug offenses like marijuana?
Bird says law enforcement could focus on more serious crimes.
To me, it's only a matter of time. Probably, if you had to guess, within 5 years, I wouldn't be surprised if we decriminalize it altogether.
And for one Tampa resident who has already seen decriminalization in his city,
just maybe a different attitude about those that use the marijuana. It's maybe a little bit more casual.
Decriminalization isn't the only marijuana debate going on in our state legislature. The House and Senate are disagreeing on how to implement medical marijuana. The bills are what lobbyists call night and day.
The House bill, I believe, was written for the 29% of Floridians who voted no on the amendment and is extraordinarily restrictive. It bans the smoking, eating, and vaporizing of marijuana, leaving myself and others to question, how do you even consume it under the House law?
Medical marijuana supporters say the Senate bill gives those who are sick and suffering the access that they need. The state session ends on May 5th, so lawmakers have just 2 weeks to make some decisions on these bills. If they don't, they'll likely wait until next year. In Sarasota, Jess Dowdrick, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.